So 8th canto, 24th chapter, text 48. Hare Krishna. Yat sevayagne ivarudra rodhanam puman vijahyan malamatmanastamaha bhajet varnam nijamesha iso avyayo bhuyasa isha paramo gurur guruho. One who wants to be free from material entanglement should take up to the service of Supreme Personality Godhead and give up the contamination of ignorance involving pious and impious activities. Thus one regains his original identity just as the block of gold or silver sheds all dirt, become purified and treated with fire. May that inexhaustible Supreme Personality Godhead become our spiritual master, for he is the original spiritual master of all other spiritual masters. Very nice. This example is very nice. Gold you want to purify, there is no use by washing. This is fantastic. If you want to purify gold, you have to heat it. है ना? बहुत अच्छा उदाहरण है. अगर आप सोने को शुद्ध करना चाहते हैं तो उसको आप धोने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला, उसको गर्म करना पड़ेगा, है ना? तो जनरली अगर हम लोग अपने को शुद्ध करना चाहते हैं तो ये कर्म योग, ज्ञान योग, अष्टांग योग से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. आपको भक्ति योग चाहिए. एक बार प्रभुपाद जी को कोई बोला कि ये राजयोग क्या होता है, तो प्रभुपाद जी बोले मैं एम्परर योग सिखा रहा हूँ. ये भक्ति योग इज द चीफ किंग. ठीक है. तो सोना शुद्ध करने के लिए आपको गर्म करना पड़ेगा, उसको धोने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. तो सिमिलरली वी हैव टू फोकस आवर अटेंशन, अपने मन को एकाग्र करके प्रेम से भगवान की सेवा, यानी सेवा हो गई प्रेम से, सेवोन्मुखे जीवा दो. भगवान की सेवा सेवोन्मुख से होती है, बहुत ही शुद्ध दिल से और प्रेम से भगवान को खुश करने के लिए सेवा होती है. जैसे जब करते हैं बहुत प्रेम से, एक एक शब्द को सुन के उसमें सबको इम्प्रूव करना है. भगवान की कोई भी सेवा है उसमें कोई लिमिट नहीं है कितने हम प्रेम से और कितनी शुद्धता से कर सकते हैं. सेवा तो हम भी कर रहे हैं, महान भक्त भी करते हैं. जैसे प्रभुपाद जी भगवान का सेवा करते हैं तो सब लोग सुनना चाहते हैं. When Srila Prabhupada is speaking about Krishna, Prabhupada is chanting Hare Krishna, Prabhupada is worshipping Krishna, anything is doing you want to see. हम भी कर रहे हैं. There is a difference. It is done with love. So we have to improve the quality, and that is where the focus is, to do service to Krishna with great quality. And then when you try to do that, there is struggle. श्री राधा गोविंद की जैसे जप करना तो मुश्किल काम नहीं है, लेकिन ध्यान से जप करना बहुत मुश्किल है. बहुत बड़ा स्ट्रगल है उसमें. इट्स अ ग्रेट स्ट्रगल. भगवान के भी पूजा करेंगे, कर सकते हैं, लेकिन प्रेम से भगवान को एक एक चीज़ ऑफर करना बहुत मुश्किल है. स्ट्रगल होता है उसमें. उसके लिए आदमी को, उस स्ट्रगल में आदमी शुद्ध होता है. अब नॉर्मली भौतिक चीज़ों में अगर हम जब तक सफल नहीं होंगे तो वो चीज़ व्यर्थ हो जाती है, लेकिन भगवान के सेवा में स्ट्रगल का भी मार्क्स मिल रहा है. जैसे अब एग्ज़ाम देने गए, कोई ये नहीं देखता कि कितना आपने मेहनत किया, पास हुए फेल हुए छुट्टी, लेकिन भगवान की सेवा में आपने जितना कोशिश किया वो कोशिश ही आपको बहुत बड़ा फल है. एक इस्कॉन में बहुत अच्छे बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर थे एक टाइम में, उनका नाम था हरिकेश महाराज. हम लोग उनको बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मतलब उन्हीं का नाम लोग लेते थे. तो उनका सेइंग था कि कोई बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में चला गया, वही बहुत बड़ा चीज़ है. ही मे सेल बुक, ही मे नॉट सेल बुक, दैट्स नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट. ही वेंट आउट फॉर बुक, वो किताब वितरण के लिए गया, वही बहुत बड़ा सफलता है. तो भगवान का सेवा को अटेम्प्ट करना भी बहुत बड़ा सफलता है, भगवान की सेवा के बारे में सोचना भी बहुत बड़ा सफलता है। ये नहीं सेवा करे, ठीक, आप बैठे सोचो मैं भी एक भगवान का आरती करना चाहता हूँ, वही बहुत बड़ा सफलता है। उसका कलयुग में एक इतना सुंदर है कि पाप कर्म के बारे में सोच के आपको कोई पाप नहीं मिलता, और पुण्य काम के बारे में सोच के भी आपको फल मिल जाता है। If you just think, I will serve Krishna, you get great benefit, even if you don't do. So that is very nice. So here the gold is purified, and then the next thing it is said कि जो सोना है, its original nature is to glitter. That's the nature. सोना जब साफ होता है, क्लीन करके लोग क्लीनिंग के लिए देते ना, उसके बाद जब पहनते हैं, it glitters. So then Prabhupada is again continuing the symbolism. It says original nature of living entity is also to glitter. आत्मा का भी स्वरूप आनंदमय है, ग्लिटर करने का, खुश रहने का। तो आत्मा जब दुखी हो जाती है तो मतलब माया में है, दुखी है, टेंशन में है, मतलब माया में। आत्मा का तो स्वरूप खुश रहने का। तो जो भगवान के शरण में आत्मा आती है तो अपना ओरिजिनल स्वरूप पा जाती है। जैसे जब सोना साफ हो जाता है तो इट कम्स टू हिज ओरिजिनल नेचर। Then Prabhupada talks about a very important point. He talks about Guru. He says, how do we know who is the Guru? So many people may say, I am a Guru. So very simple principle. Prabhupada says, यारे देखो तारे कहो Krishna Upadesha. Very simple principle. How do you define a Guru? यारे देखो तारे कहो Krishna Upadesha. Whomever you see, you speak the message of Krishna. So Prabhupada many times said, people say that I have done big. Prabhupada said, I have not done anything special. Only thing I have done, I have not added my ideas. Just like a medicine is effective when it is pure, but when it is adulterated, the medicine becomes spoilt. It is not effective. The same way, the message of Krishna is there in the Bhagavad Gita. We just have to repeat. यारे देखो तारे कहो कृष्णा उपदेश अमारागा गुरु भव तारा एहि देशा. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has ordered everybody to become Guru. It's very proper said, it's very easy to become Guru. And what is the qualification? Just repeat the message of Krishna. वो तो ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं है. इसलिए गुरु की पूजा होती है, व्यास पूजा होती है, क्योंकि गुरु अपनी तरफ से कुछ नहीं बोल रहा है, जो कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं वही रिपीट कर रहा है. Guru is only repeating what Krishna says. Okay. So sometimes now in this situation we see some people question, why is it that bad things happen to good people? Somebody had this big question yesterday. Why does bad things happen to good people? First thing, even speaking materially, how can he say I am good? Everybody can assume he is good. Good is when you are in mode of goodness. And honestly speaking, we are not in mode of goodness. So because we are not in mode of goodness, we are not a good person. Very simple. And everybody looks at mirror, I am a good person. But because we are not in mode of goodness, we are not a good person. So how do you say bad things happen to a good person? I am not a good person. Simple. We walk on the road, we kill so many ants. We walk on the road, we kill so many ants. Do you think any ant thinks you are a good person? So many ways we may not know we are causing pain to so many people. And sometimes with the particular facility we may be desiring, we are all desiring certain position and facility. Okay? We are all desiring certain position and facility. But we might have been very irresponsible with that in our previous lives. So Krishna is hesitant to give us that again. We know each other for a short time. But Krishna knows us for millions of births. He exactly knows what kind of man I am. Therefore, Krishna is more or less quite sure what he will do next. Therefore, Krishna can easily predict the future. But when we take to devotional service, then everything can change. So the material world is a very big game where everybody wants to be the leader. It's a dirty game. One wants to boss over another, other wants to boss over another. Krishna is not interested in this nonsense. Only the laws of karma take care. It's just a game of punya papa going on. It's a game of punya and papa. Game of punya and papa. And the devatas are involved. But the Lord is not involved. So to get personal attention of the Lord is a mission of life. And the Lord's attention can only be involved if we offer devotional service. Devotional service is not a ritual. With pure love, we are trying to please the Lord. And then the Lord's attention is involved. Like Arjuna in the battlefield was not even touched by anybody. Krishna was personally protecting him. So many dangerous weapons are thrown at Arjuna. Because of Krishna's protection, nothing happened. So we may have a goal in our life and we may develop so much anxiety about it. But Krishna's goal is different. Krishna wants to take us back home, back to Godhead. So sometimes these two things don't match. Sometimes we are devotees also, we feel, why should I suffer? I am a devotee. But devotee never asks such question like this. Prabhupada used to say, just because you are a devotee, do not think you will suffer. You will not suffer. Prahlad Maharaj suffered so much. We have the example of Pandava suffered so much. Okay? So that is not the goal of life of a devotee. I should be happy or I should suffer. He only wants to reach a situation He only wants to participate in the purpose of creation. Just like when you get admitted to a hospital, we should participate in the purpose of the hospital. But then we do not know the purpose. In the hospital, we want to be honored, respected, get a position, get a particular good bed. In a hospital, we want AC room. We have not come to hospital for that. We have come to hospital to get pure, to get healthy and go out. We are not in hospital to settle down. Okay. So similarly, we are not in the material world for settling down. Our purpose in the material world is to purify ourselves to go back to Krishna. In that, Krishna does not make any mistake. Krishna is ready to help. Just like Satyavrata is getting personal instruction from the Lord. Arjuna also got personal instruction from Krishna. Uddhava also got personal instruction of Krishna. So Krishna is ready to guide us personally, provided we are ready. Point is, we are not ready. We cannot blame the Lord. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you said, Lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoye. Even a moment association from a great sage can totally purify us. So are your books also like that? Prabhupada said, yes. I am ready. Are you ready? Correct? So Krishna or the Acharya, bona fide Acharya, in a moment can purify us. Somebody asked this question to Srila Prabhupada, that how much time will it take for a person to get purified in his life? This question was asked in Australia. Madhu Dusha Prabhu was there. So Prabhupada could not understand the question. So he repeated, for an ordinary Western devotee, how much time it will take to get purified? That's the question. The Prabhupada replied, you do not read Bhagavad Gita? Prabhupada said, one moment. But provided you follow. Prabhupada quoted the shloka, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarvapape moksheshami masuchaha. He said a moment. Now the surrender can happen in a moment or it can take millions of years. So Satyavrata is surrendering to Krishna. And explaining very clearly why he is not depending on other Devi Devatas or so-called gurus. He is clearly focused on Krishna. There is a problem. There is a devastation. But he is not seeking help anywhere. He is just focused on Krishna. The same example of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni. Unnecessarily Durvasa Muni got angry at Ambarish Maharaj. and he wanted to kill Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj just meditated on the Lord. And Durvasa Muni got very angry and created a demon to kill him. Ambarish Maharaj stood with the folded hands. I am a Kshatriya. You are a great sage. If you want to punish me, punish me. He did not cross the boundary of etiquette. He remained within that boundary. And he was just meditating on Krishna's lotus feet. My Lord, let it happen, what happens. I surrender to you. So when the demon created by Durvasa Muni started approaching Ambarish Maharaj, so Sudarshana of Krishna came and killed him. Now that Sudarshana went to attack Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni went throughout the world. He met Brahma, he met Shiva, he even went to Vishnu. So Brahma and Shiva said, we cannot help you. This is the weapon of the Supreme Lord. And finally went to Lord Vishnu and begged the Lord, please save me from your own weapon. He was so powerful, in 1 year he traveled everywhere. Okay. Durvasa Muni is known as the great sage in the whole Puranas. He gives blessing and curses so many people. But here he himself was in trouble. And then what happens? So Vishnu says, I cannot help you. I am the property of my devotees. Therefore, if Ambarish Maharaj forgives you, that's fine. I cannot do anything. And then what happens? Ambarish Maharaj, Durvasa Muni comes flying from Vaikuntha straight on the lotus feet of Ambarish Maharaj. And Ambarish Maharaj was waiting for 1 year. He had not eaten. As an etiquette, we cannot eat before the guest eats. And then he fell at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj and begged him, please forgive me. Otherwise the Sudarshana will kill me. So Ambarish Maharaj requested the Sudarshana that if I have done any good in my life, please forgive Durvasa Muni. So the Sudarshana goes away. And both of them have a big feast together. They were eating after 1 year. So anyway, the point here is that the Ambarish Maharaj did not change his meditation from Krishna continuously. Even though he was in a big problem also.